Good day. Welcome to Hug Nation Live. It is Sunday. I am John Halcyon Stin, and this is our daily opportunity to notice some of the good stuff, remember some gratitude, find some nooks and crannies of awesome, even if maybe there's other stuff that's tough. Maybe there's nothing but goodness in your life. More likely, it's a mixed bag. And it's easy to forget about all the wonderful details and comforts and relationships when we let our narrative passively draw us to what's wrong. So let's let's share a few things that are right. If you're here, say hello. I did not get a lot of sleep last night, so my eyes are feeling a little dry and feeling a little slow, but I knew that was gonna be the case. I went to bed pretty late. I had a lot of coffee yesterday and was really productive. I've been really cranking on this big project and also was doing some late night coloring and went to 2 birthday parties yesterday, and yeah, I had a lovely day. Spent a little bit too much time in the car going between birthday parties all around the county, but feeling very, very blessed and grateful for my car, which just got back from the dealer, and so had some recalls fixed and oil change, and all is well. I am grateful for a donation from a local Rotary Club to First Saturdays, and so we've been talking about how we're going to spend that, and it's so fun to get to decide. Like, we don't normally have a much of a budget, so we give away whatever's donated, but to have, like, "Oh, let's buy some bulk sleeping bags. Ooh, let's buy bulk rain ponchos. Ooh, let's buy, uh, backpacks." Whee! It's fun. It's like being Santa Claus. It's got, like, we've got our workshop, except we're ordering bulk items from a warehouse somewhere. Ho, ho, ho. Anybody have any gratitude that they wanna share? I'm grateful for, just the loveliest morning yesterday with Lisa before I took her to the airport, and, talked about it. I think I think I had done it before gratitude yesterday, but, we walked up and smelled the roses in our neighborhood, and I was just all day long thinking about how blessed I am to get to take a morning stroll through the green neighborhood and smell blooming flowers in mid-January. Good morning, Juan. Happy Sunday. Says that Sunday, as in Father Son, is my favorite day. Well, that makes me happy to hear. Hope your day is amazing. Hi, Bill. Bill says, "Today I'm grateful for sunshine, hugs, overtime, and opportunities to change the world. It's a beautiful glass." Speaking of changing the world, I just found I had a video come up yesterday in my memories, and I spent longer than I should have. In fact, part of my new direction is trying to avoid those temptations to just, "Oh, I'll just work on this little video." So I spent, you know, an hour and a half making a video that was already fine, and I made it cleaner and tighter and edited it so that it would be better for algorithm, and I was like, "Why did I do that?" But it's the reason is because I really was touched by the message, and it comes from a larger video talking about how the problem in this country is not about anger or opinions, it's about contempt, and that we've been kind of pushed into these places of contempt where we don't just disagree, we have outright hostility and anger and towards people, and there's no logic that can change contempt. The only solution to contempt is open-heartedness and love. And there was this example years ago that I think about often, when Sarah Silverman was attacked online. And you know what? I'm just going to first I'm gonna say hello to Yu High Noon, who started watching a radical inclusion video. Yay. Says, "I'm grateful for my authentic self to trying my best to include." I love that. And hello, Dawn. Hello from sunny Utah and grateful for home renovations and health. Thank you for sharing. So here, I'll just since I did spend time editing it down, and I think it's really good. I'll just see if I can make it work here. Uh, I think this is it.
Can you do the world-changing thing of practicing warm-heartedness instead of responding with contempt? And there was an incredible example that came up with Sarah Silverman. Someone on Twitter posted and called her a cunt. And she responded, "I believe in you. I read your timeline, and I see what you're doing, and your rage is thinly veiled pain. I know this feeling. P.S. My back fucking sucks too. See what happens when you choose love. I see it in you." And then the guy opened up and started talking about his abuse and talking about his suffering because he can't get health insurance. And she starts saying, "How can I help?" She posts, "Can anybody offer this person some resources?" and connects him with medical care. That's what happens, or that's what potentially can happen when you meet contempt with warm-heartedness and love. That moment when you express love in the face of contempt, that is the path that changes the world. And I think we all have the power to be that person.
The surefire way to lift your attitude.
Isn't that amazing? Someone just posted the C word to her. She went and looked through his stream of posts and said, "Wow, man, I can see that you're hurting. It's clearly obvious that you're feeling a lot of pain." And before pretty soon they were helping each other. It's possible. And especially inspiring or to be thinking of because tomorrow is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and who is arguably our most well-known example of love ambassador, love warrior, of person who brought healing through the power of open-heartedness. Now, to be fair, MLK is often painted as a two-dimensional, you know, love ambassador of positivity and camaraderie, and he was fiery and filled with frustration and had a lot of real powerful, not so it's all rainbows and roses. So if you got time tomorrow, rather than just read quotes from MLK, listen to a speech of his, and not just "I have a dream," but listen to what he says about Vietnam. Listen to what he says. There's fierceness. Laura says, "Good morning. Hugs from Arizona. Love to everyone here." Thanks, Laura. Yes, Ann says, "Hi, Noon." Yeah, Yes, and exactly. Laura says, I am thankful for all the hard times I've been through that brought me to where I and who I am today. Lots of blessings and wishes coming true. That's what a significant reframe that people who practice gratitude, I think, can attain so much easier. You're not a victim. You are the protagonist in a story, and there's conflict and adversity in stories that allow the character to develop. Bill on the Sarah Silverman thing, isn't that amazing? People in this day and age are so quick to judge. Boy, howdy. It's like a sport. If you pick your team and then you judge the other team. Heineen says, I'm grateful for this session I am in, staying curious within so then I can stay curious outside my being. It's hard to be judgmental. Oops. It's hard to not be judgmental, says High Noon, about the other when you are so judgmental within. Yeah. That's been as I've been working on these book chapters and things, that's one of the themes is, as you're going through a process of growth, you gotta let go of inner judgment and learn to accept so that you can do so with others. They're totally connected. Anyone else want to share any gratitude? I am grateful for San Diego days. I am grateful for my beloved's safe arrival in Big Sur, and grateful that I will miss her terribly, but will be perfectly capable of doing okay without her. Excuse me. I'm grateful for Tom Robbins, the writer. I'm grateful for my friend Steven, whose birthday was yesterday, and I stopped by and got to hear his Sade cover band, which was really fun. I mean, it just what this party was, I guess, just starting because I walk in, it was just like this looked like 8, 9 people, horns and everything playing Sade, and I just was the only person in the room listening, and I was like, "Oh, this is awesome." And I'm grateful that I finally got my old Quest VR headset working. It had the left controller stopped working, and I ended up at some point, like, doing a factory restart, and it will not let you get past setup without 2 working controllers. So even though there's plenty of things you can do on it with one controller, it can't set up with just one. So I basically had a worthless thing. So I just got a controller, a replacement controller off eBay from somebody who was just, selling one. And it worked. So I got my Quest back set up in case I want to try any games. Although the one game I really wanted to do doesn't work on the Quest 1. So what you gonna do? Juan says, I am grateful for being home and able to spend the day with my small family today. I'm grateful for a relaxing day. And I'm grateful that I recorded some Hug Monster videos yesterday. I can't remember if I told you that some of Hug Monster's biggest fans, I'd sent them a Hug Monster sticker, and they brought the sticker on their travels. And I'll just this will make more sense, I think.
have you ever heard of Peru? Before you ask, no, it is not what happens when you combine a pear and a kangaroo. There's not a thing, but it should be. Anyway, my friends took me on an adventure to Peru. Look at this. This is me on my adventure. Thank you for taking me. It's not the best place to find syrup. Thank you for bringing me on an adventure. I love you. Where should I go next?
Tee hee hee. So grateful I had a chance to dip into the Hug Monster headspace yesterday. That's always fun. And grateful for this practice of gratitude and how helpful it is over and over and over and over again, just in seeing the world and keeping yes and. Like I was telling Lisa that, man, if I have a morning like I did yesterday, every once in a while, I think I can get through anything. A day with just so much to be grateful for, so much connection, so much beauty, and so grateful to be grateful. And with that, wherever you are, let's give ourselves a squeeze. Appreciating our bodies and this Sunday and our families and our health as we take a deep breath in and squeeze. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and all of us, thanks for being here. Love you. Have a great Sunday. I'll see you tomorrow. And Heinen says, I'm grateful for those who create the art tools I get to use and create worlds on paper.